Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. So, Trump is back doing what Trump do, and I love when he do what he does. This is what we voted for. This is exactly what we voted for, this mindset and this type of language. So Trump was, I believe, at the White House, but he was speaking about, largely about the federal assistance fraud going on in Minneapolis, in the state of Minnesota. Minnesota, oh bummer. You got Tim Balls to the Walls under investigation for more than $1 billion, just disappearing. And then you have Gavin Bang Your Wife Newsom in California saying, $1 billion? I made 24 billion disappear. But he's under investigation by the Justice Department, the state is, for $1 billion plus coming up missing or fraud, not so much missing, but fraudulently being spent, going to people who don't need it, who don't deserve it. Our welfare programs and public assistance programs are for American citizens, not illegal parasites, not imported parasites who come here to leech off of and suckle from our system, to gorge themselves on our star-spangled federal teat. That teat is not for you. That's not your titty. That's our titty. Fellas, imagine how pissed you would get if someone tried to come and take your titty. So that's what they're doing. We are fighting. America is a female dog with a bunch of puppies, and we're all rooting around trying to get our turn on the nipple. And here come all these other extra illegal puppies taking our turn. Fuck that. So he's talking about this fraud and abuse, and he's talking about their poster child, ILHAN, the double agent Omar, the woman who wears, the politician who wears her hijab on the job. I'm not for that shit. This is not a Muslim nation. And hopefully, with our help, it never will be. So he's talking about it, and he's saying we're never, I'll put a link in the description box to the video so you can see and hear it yourself. But he's saying we're going to be moving in the wrong direction. We're going to be going backwards if we keep allowing garbage in our country. The people in Minnesota are garbage. ILHAN Omar is garbage. And he's right. He said all they do is complain. You come over here against our wishes. I don't know anybody who's ever said, man, you know, I got all this extra tax money. Can I spend it on some illegals from Somalia? And speaking of Somalia, I'm going to do a separate video on the mayor of Minneapolis speaking in Somali in defiance of ICE. So Trump says those people are garbage. ILHAN Omar's fucking garbage. All they do is complain, and it's true. We pluck you from the taint, from the asshole of the planet called Somalia, and you have the nerve to come around here and fix your third world mouth to spit in our face and to talk shit from us and steal? You damn right she's garbage. But of course, scoot over everybody. Here comes willful ignorance to sit its fat, disgusting cottage cheese, bloated ass right next to you. Because you have the left, you have progressive, you have these talking head, granola headed dirt fuckers talking about how Trump is talking about Somalis. He's talking about all of them. He's saying they're garbage simply because they're Somali. He's saying they're garbage simply because they're of dark skin. And side note, what's up with their fucking heads? Somalis look like the way they draw Africans on South Park. But he's saying, or they are saying, that he's calling them garbage simply because they're people of color. And I'll put a link to another video of Somali or ILHAN Omar, the Somali double agent, talking about it's so weird. Like Trump, he's always said bad things about the black community and Muslims. Oh, because they're just floating through life with a halo over their head, not doing anything wrong. We've never had problems with Muslims. So he's talked about them. He's had horrible racist, xenophobic things to say about them. And she says, it's so creepy, his obsession with me. He's not obsessed with you, ILHAN. And I'll tell you what's creepy is fucking your brother. But anyway, that's another video for another time. So he's not, and we know this because we have neurons in our brains that fire. We produce enough electrodes with our brains to power an easy bake oven, and they don't. So we understand that he's not talking about them because they're dark-skinned or because they're people of color or because they're simply Somali. He's saying they're garbage because they're fucking garbage. You're coming here illegally and you're stealing from us. What do you call somebody that breaks into your home and steals from you? Do you call them a saint? Do you call them an upstanding citizen? Or would you call them something worse than garbage? I think we'd probably go with the latter. But they're acting stupid, like they don't understand what he's saying is true. They are garbage. People who break into your home and steal from you are trash people. And he's right. And I hope the Department of Justice crawls up Minnesota's Midwestern ass. Ooh, bummer. And they find all the corruption and throw every single one of those illegal parasitic pieces of shit out of our country. And you know something else you're going to hear him say? You're going to hear him say that 88% of the people on public assistance are fucking illegal. That's right. Over 80% of the tax dollars going to the welfare programs in Minnesota, state and federal, are going to fraudulent folk. People who do not deserve it. They are lying, they are full of shit, and they are stealing from us. How dare Donald Trump do something about it? I want homes. I want lanes on the street. I want seats in the school. I want homes and apartments for sale and for rent to open up because there are so many Somalis here illegally who were sent back home. Get them the fuck out of here. There are reports that over half of the Somalis in Minnesota are illegal. And illegals like that can't get over here without our help. Because they're not right next door like Mexico, where they can just pack some fucking tapatio and some tortillas in a knapsack and hike their way up here. Coming from as far away as East Africa, you need some help. You need some funds. You need some policy. That's what you need to get over here. So not only do we need to send the Somalis who are here illegally packing, we need to send the officials who let them come here, who allowed them to come here, who brought them here to be locked up and put in fucking jail. You need to go to the booty house. You need to be worried about the condition of your asshole day in and day out. That's what happens when you betray our trust and steal our money. See, that's the bigger thing. Yes, it's the money. Of course, those of us out here in the world, we work for our money. We live in the private sector. A lot of them have never held a job. So I'm trusting you to do the right thing. I'm trusting you to take care of my money while I'm working and raising a family and raising a business and, making this whole country run. So when you betray my trust and bring a bunch of thieves in here to steal my money and bring the quality of life down, I got something for you. Now, I'm going to love it. You're not going to like it. It's called fuck you and a pair of handcuffs. What say you? What do you think about Trump calling illegal Somalis garbage? Calling a U.S. Congresswoman, ew, that tasted gross to say. But what do you think about him calling ILHAN Omar garbage? Meet me in the comments. Talk to me, goose. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.